no, vote no, vote no.
Underneath the Capitol bell tower Thursday,
it should not be built on the backs of Virginia's taxpayers.
Over 24 rally in opposition to a proposal by Governor Glenn Youngkin to create a sports and music complex in the city of Alexandria to serve as the new home for Washington's NBA and NHL franchises.
It's a bad deal for not just Virginia, but for the entire D.C. metro area.
The group, mostly from Alexandria, say among their concerns are traffic congestion, how the deal would be financed, and revenue projections that are too rosy.
This is too risky. These projects do not spur economic growth. That's been shown across the country. And so why would you commit this amount of money to a billionaire who can easily afford to pay for his own arena?
Along with money from the teams and the city of Alexandria, the project would require the creation of a sports authority that will issue over $1 billion in bonds that would be repaid through revenues the project creates. The study also calls for at least $135 million in state and local money to improve transportation infrastructure around the site.
You're creating a problem where none exists if you bring the arena to Alexandria.
Youngkin and the group behind the team say the project will create 30,000 jobs and bring $12 billion in economic development.
We're providing a very large contribution to this project, $400 million, and rent every single year. We know that our fans and the revenues they produce will be able to pay back this bond and more. It brings needed revenues into the city of Alexandria and the Commonwealth.
But in order for any of this to get off the ground, the General Assembly needs to sign off on this legislation. Senator Louise Lucas, who chairs the Senate committee that is its first hurdle, says she's a no until she gets toll relief for her region of Hampton Roads.
The governor did come to me, and we talked about it, and he talked about some scenarios by which we could get there, but I don't have anything on paper, and I don't trust a conversation. I've been in the legislature too long for that. I need to have some documentation.
Similar concerns about local benefits for support from Richmond delegate Mike Jones, who adds while he sees the deal as a positive, he wants to see the details and whether the state portion of the project could be better used elsewhere.
Are we funding education? Are we paying workers what they're owed? What things that we should be doing right now that's not taking place?
And one of the bill's co-patrons in the Senate says they are making a few minor tweaks to the bill but didn't go into detail, but expects the bill to be heard by a committee tomorrow. At the state capitol, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.